What's good, y'all? Welcome to the 6th episode of our show, the Black Experience Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Jones. Joining me this week, we have...
What's up, y'all? I'm back. It's Nate.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ryan.
What's up, everyone? My name's Asar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say more. But all right, we'll just roll right into it. If this is your first time joining us, let me give you a quick rundown of what the show is about. Each week, we talk about a nerdy topic, a nerd culture, or entertainment news. And we just kind of talk about that briefly for a few minutes before diving into our book club style review. A movie, TV show, comic, manga, whatever we decide to watch and review that week. This week is different. Just like last week where we did the Wonder Woman show, this week we're only going to be talking about E3 for the entire episode. And we have a lot to say, so I kind of just want to jump right into it now.
Let's do it.
So we're going to start off with the Microsoft press conference. Just briefly overall, what did you guys think about the Microsoft press conference? Anything stand out to you?
I would say I like the fact that they showed, I want to say it was either 3 or 4 games that would be only on the Xbox.
Okay.
Looking forward to see if these.
Yeah, see if these
really enjoyed that. Yeah.
I think for me, I'm most excited about the new Xbox One X. Just being a fan of the Xbox 360. I know that's old and outdated now, but just being a fan of the platform and seeing that they've already come so far in releasing a new Xbox, I'm excited to see what advancements and the tech and the specs and all that, and then what other future games and franchises they'll launch from that as well too. So keeping my fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, because you don't even have a console right now.
No,
Are you looking forward to the X being your first console?
I am. Well, I guess this would be my
your first, but
a
console
in a while.
Right
For sure. Yeah, definitely. I was kind of confused though as to why I was seeing like reports about being called Project Scorpio and stuff and all this. Yeah, I was like, this sounds like some top secret, government type stuff. But
everything usually has a code name. Before it comes out.
But it seems really cool, and I like the upgrades that they gave to it, especially on the power and the graphics side. So that's something I'm looking forward to for sure.
Okay. Back to the name, I almost wish that they would have just kept it Scorpio instead, because Xbox One X is really
really not a change.
We can't do better than that.
It sounds like the One S.
It does sound exactly like One S.
But what's really cool? If you look at the first letter of each of those parts, it makes Xbox. Xbox One X makes Xbox when you spell it out.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Okay, I got you. Xbox One S. Yes, Xbox. If you take the first letter of each word.
Okay. If you take the first letter of each word, it makes.
That's a lot.
It's XOX.
Well, X.
Oh, you're skipping the B.
Yeah, true. Come on, sorry. Put that B in there, and then you got Xbox One X for sure.
But
if you take the X and the B.
X and the B.
Okay.
Either way,
correction.
It is.
I really thought you were about to throw something. Just change my whole opinion.
So would you have preferred that they stuck with the Project Scorpio?
I almost think I would have.
So Xbox One Scorpio would have been the official name if they kept it?
Probably just
Scorpio?
Scorpio. I would have thought it was a new system. Now I don't really see it as a new system. I just feel like an extension of the old system.
But even naming, that's what it is pretty much. It's not a new system. It's supposed to be like an extension.
Every game now is in that 4K graphics. So
Sony has the same thing though.
Beautiful.
Sony has the same thing going on.
With the PS4?
Yeah, the PS4 has 4K.
Yeah. The Pro, though, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And the Pro has 4K.
Can't beat that, I guess. But yeah, I just like to see, these new consoles out nowadays really pushing the limits.
Graphics.
Yeah, graphics
are wild.
And just, processing too, because you think with a lot of these consoles, they run so heavy and take up so much electricity that they overheat sometimes and they can just kaput. So to see one that can handle all that power and keep itself cool and run smoothly, I think you're going to see that in this new Xbox One X. So
okay,
that should be exciting.
All right, hopefully. When is the release date for that? Do you have that?
It should be. I think
it's this year, right?
Yeah, it's going to be in August, I believe.
Okay.
August. Let me make sure real quick.
Well, hopefully you jump on that and I can head on over to your house and check it out.
For sure.
see that 4K.
Right. And you don't even need a 4K monitor, which is the really good part about it. But yeah, it will come out in late August, I think, or early August.
I think you do need that 4K TV though for it to
to show 4K, but you can still play it without.
See, that's the thing.
You can still play it without it, but it just won't be like the HDR type of gaming.
I was hearing that they have this option in the Xbox One X. It's called like scaling or something that allows any game, no matter what kind of TV it's played on, it'll adjust the settings so it shows,
4K.
So it'll show the 4K, but adjusted to that TV.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It'll adjust automatically. You just have to set it to that, which is pretty cool, So it doesn't matter which kind of
so you don't gotta go
screen you get.
Drop money on a system and a TV.
Okay.
All the above, the entire entertainment system.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I just want to jump into the games of the conference. So to start off, let's talk about Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I know I can't say I'm a long-term Assassin's Creed fan, but like 1 through Brotherhood, I would say.
I was to Brotherhood.
I was all in with Assassin's Creed. Loved every single game. Like, I loved where the story was going. I was like, okay, we're gonna keep on like having Desmond learn more and more through the Animus, and then eventually we're gonna get to the point where like Desmond is gonna actually become his own assassin, and we're in like modern day times. Okay. And then in Assassin's Creed 3, I'm pretty sure is when they're just like, oh yeah, Desmond, yeah, he doesn't matter anymore. We don't care about this whole story that we're developing. And ever since then, I've just kind of, even with Black Flag, I've just been kind of like pushing myself away from Assassin's Creed and haven't been playing the games. But this new one, being based in Egypt and everything, we have a brown main character, brown protagonist for the first time.
I think that's great. I'm a big fan of the series. Just, even outside the game, just the historical aspect of Assassin's Creed has always appealed to me because, I'm not a history buff, but I do love history and seeing how they're able to go back to, Knights Templar, and now they're doing ancient Egypt. It's like...
Which is amazing.
Which is amazing, right? It's like Assassin's Creed is always pushing the boundary of where can we set this new... game, this new landscape. So I'm excited for it, especially since it's dealing with Egypt. I want to see how they're going to tie that into the whole conspiracy kind of aspect of Assassin's Creed, because maybe they'll have pharaohs or some kings or whatever, queens, being involved in that kind of conspiracy stuff. So that should be pretty cool. But I'm a big fan, so I'm excited to see where they take it, this time. And being able to scale those pyramids, like I said, that will be the most amazing part.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah,
scale the pyramids, that'd be pretty dope.
Everything else is so flat, though.
Right.
That's the only thing
that's the only thing you really can't climb.
Exactly.
You get to the top and you do your little eagle vision. It's like, oh, nothing really here. Just saying.
I mean, at least you could. I think I seen it where you was able to fly as an eagle, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the first.
They have the little spiritual thing where.
The only spiritual because it's brown.
The only criticism, though, I do have of Assassin's Creed has been the lack of how do I put it? The lack of playability after you beat the story mode. And I sense that with a lot of games nowadays. You see that, okay, once I beat the story mode, what else is there to do if there's no multiplayer online, kind of mode to it as well. So I hope that they do something to fix that.
Yeah, I know in like Brotherhood, they wanted you to go back and like collect all the feathers and everything.
I'm not doing that.
I'm never doing any of that stuff. You can give me the best weapon in the game. I'm not going around and collecting 2,000 feathers.
Waste of time.
Said 2,000. Wow.
Yeah, that seems more like a side mission thing.
Their game, I guess, is what Ubisoft does. I mean, they make open world games, but after you beat the story mode,
there's nothing left to do.
What you want me to do?
It's just empty.
Especially Far Cry. That's nice.
Far Cry is like
after
that.
You beat it, it's just like,
there's nothing left to do. I haven't had a system for a while, so I've had a 360, and that was the last thing I had.
360 Squad.
But I will say
I haven't played Assassin's Creed though.
Yeah, I will say I haven't
played it. So.
Like I won't say I'm a fan as you both are.
Yeah, same.
I mean, the only one that I really played, I guess that I put a lot of time into the game is Black Flag, and I'm not sure if that one counts because everybody says
it's a downgrade.
I mean, it counts, but it is like a completely different game.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it doesn't play like the other ones.
I like the game. I like the pirates and all that type of stuff. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But But I will say, like as far as being with the storyline, it's not. You know what I'm saying with it. So
yeah.
But I'm interested to see this next one.
Mm-hmm. All right. So running off of the pirate thing, I want to dive right into Sea of Thieves next.
Okay, it looks dope. Okay. Yeah, it looks dope.
Yeah. That was interesting. I mean, that was my first time seeing it, and I mean, I thought the game concept was, pretty new. You don't see too many games where you can like team up in that sense and have a whole pirate crew that you make with other people that you're cool with, I assume, or that they're on your friends list. And just being able to, take over ships and sail the seas, that's a cool concept. Only thing that was kind of iffy for me was the graphics. I feel like in today's age where you have all these games that are just beautifully, stunning when you see them, I felt like it was too cartoonish for me. It kind of felt like, I'm playing a RuneScape or something like that on the computer, where the graphics would be a little bit more, you have to sacrifice graphics for the online player compatibility.
Well, I think that might have been why they sacrificed for it. Because it looks like you're going to be playing online with a bunch of other people. Yeah. But I mean, I will say the water looked really cool. Like everything, the water, the ships.
The water got to be perfect.
The characters just looked a little bit cartoonish.
But if like if it was real, which pirates would they base it off of?
Well, you mean
like
real,
more realistic?
Okay.
Just like the aesthetics of
it. I don't know. I thought
it could look like Black Flag for all we know, and I'd be fine with that. But the graphics seemed a little bit more compromised in that sense.
Yeah, graphics wise, I didn't have a problem with that at all. I'm okay with that.
Same.
Like I wouldn't say it's like poor graphics. I think it's just art style.
Not poor.
I'm a huge fan of the team play though. Like,
that's really dope.
I really like the team environment. Each person having a job to do.
Yeah, the fact that it's online and everything. That's really cool to me.
Definitely couldn't play that with randoms though.
Exactly.
Never gonna play that.
When you have to read another ship or something like that.
It has to be someone that I know, someone that I can trust.
Somebody. So, do you think it's gonna be like a friend list? Because you mentioned like RuneScape before, and I mean like it's not like RuneScape, but it gave me like a kind of like a computer game type of field where you'd be online and it's like RuneScape, you have people in your friends list and you do missions together type of thing or whatever.
Yeah,
probably.
So I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like that, but I don't know. I just thought the concept was pretty cool.
The map looked big.
Yeah,
it looked like it has a big map for you to use and explore and do what you want to do with it.
And on that map, just running into like random ships out there.
And then you just get in the fight and start launching yourself on the ships.
Yeah,
launching yourself from the cannon.
That was pretty crazy.
And you said it was realistic because like you land on the ship and like not everybody could just stop what they're doing and storm.
That's real life, what I'm saying? Like if you're manning a ship, everybody you have to man the ship, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like they just can't go and just fight this with this one person that's coming to take over the ship. The ship has to still, go.
And then when he went downstairs in the ship, like it was filling with water, so someone was down there like dumping all the water out.
Right. You even seen the guy trying to plug the hole. On the side of the ship, which is cool. So I'm kind of fun with that.
This makes me wonder though, are there like a series of Pirates of the Caribbean games? Do they have those?
I'm sure there's some like licensed game, but it's probably not any good.
Okay, yeah. I was just wondering if they probably took any.
I feel like they could make those good though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
they would have to make one game.
Yeah,
because you can't make all those games off of those films. They had, one game that can
carry it all.
Yeah, carry it all. You feel me? That's a lot.
It is a lot. There's a lot going on in every single one of those films.
A new one coming out too, which is
true. It looks like it has bad ratings though.
But anyways, that's besides the point.
I'm gonna do another cheesy segue here. Okay. Speaking about movies, how about Lord of the Rings? The Shadow of War game.
That game was fun.
Nate didn't even know that it was a Lord of the Rings game.
I played the first one all the way through. I really loved the game. I had no idea that it was Lord of the Rings type of thing. Had no idea. Well, it's a very fun game. I like it.
Yeah. I've never played any of the Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor games before, but I always hear a lot of good things about the Nemesis system. So,
what's that?
I want to say it's the fact that I want to say as I was explaining earlier, like all of your enemies and whatnot, they have a chance to progress. They have a chance to get stronger. So you might not fight the same enemy that you fought when you was level 5 and he was level 3. by the time you're level 6, he might be on level 20.
So they're growing with you.
Yeah, they're growing with
wow.
They grow, yeah.
I like
so
that.
And they hold like
Smart.
grudges. Like I remember this battle where we had, and
the cutscenes.
That makes it more realistic.
The cutscenes really help.
I like
that. Like
That's cool.
because they're funny. They're witty, I guess, in a sense. But it's
And I like the whole idea of you can like build an army. Like you take over people's minds or whatever.
Yeah.
You build that army.
That part.
yeah, like push your will on them.
Exactly. You're my follower now.
But I feel like you were saying with the first game, Lord of the Rings has always put out consistently good games. And if you have, those fans who started with the books and then they transitioned to the movies. So they have this cult fan base in a sense that's never going to die. And I like the fact that this company, I don't know, it's Monolith Productions that develop it. But this developer, they continued a legacy, in a sense of great games that don't compromise or don't reduce the quality of the game in order to just get it out to the fans. They make sure we're going to take our time, make sure it's good. And this one seems really good.
I think it's been 2 years since the last one. So
yeah. And even playing, I played like the earlier Lord of the Rings when they were on the computer, and that has always been good too. So just seeing like now you get to be like with those games, I feel like it was more of you had to follow along the main character plot lines and all that stuff. This is kind of taking a break from that and trying to, I think, make their own storyline in a sense. You still, like when we were watching the commercial, you still saw the major elements. Like they had the big Nazguls and the big spider. I forgot its name. It's killing me. But they keep those core elements that the cult fans will love in the game, and then they have new elements as well, like the mind control stuff, because that hasn't been in Lord of the Rings before. They don't have people taking over people's minds from what I've seen, unless they're like a wizard. But that guy that we were watching didn't even look like a wizard. He looked like a warrior. So, I mean, it looks cool that they're adding that new stuff to it. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Is it only on PS4?
Nah, it's on both.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Really leaning toward the one, huh?
Oh, nice.
Really leaning towards the one.
Yeah, because he has it's only on PS4.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, this game was even shown at Microsoft's conference.
oh, okay.
So-
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
so it's definitely going to be on the Xbox as well.
Yeah, and they have it up for Windows too, so
Okay, well.
it's gonna be a computer game as well.
But let's talk about another exclusive, I guess. So Asar can keep on building his collection for for Xbox.
Which one?
Crackdown 3.
Correct.
That was the trailer with Terry Crews in it.
Okay.
That felt like a
That looked like an Old Spice
it
commercial,
felt
like you were
an
saying
Old Spice
earlier.
commercial.
Hilarious.
Spice.
It really did.
Asar, you were saying that game reminded you a lot of Saints Row.
Yeah, that Saints Row, or like what was that game? Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, that kind of
really?
style. Yeah, that kind of
Wow.
style
I guess
of
just
graphics.
like the cell shaded look of it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think it's different. And, a lot of games nowadays, they can try to be on that more realistic side, like Call of Duty, kind of this is real, but then you can have the more cartoonish elements, which I kind of see in this Crackdown, because it seems more like chaotic, big explosions, people with big guns, that Saints Row kind of style of gameplay. So I've heard of the series before, but I don't know what it's about at all. So
I've never played it.
I'm not a big Crackdown fan, but I remember I bought the first Crackdown because like at that time Halo 3 was coming out later that year, and if you bought Crackdown 1, you got like access to the Halo 3 beta.
Oh yeah.
So I basically just bought the game, used the code, played Halo 3 beta, and Crackdown just sat there. I went back like later and played it a little bit, and it was okay, but
Like I said,
it wasn't no Halo 3.
This is their third crack at it,
Yeah.
So hold up. They should do something. They should do. This game. It's like this game should have hope. Because they made the first one and it was an alright game. The second one wasn't what the first one was. So now it's a few years later, probably like 2. Now you have the third one coming out. I mean, like I said, I want to say there's hope for the game. This game has to be, you know,
Something.
Yeah, something, because they didn't mess up on the first two. I won't say that, but it just wasn't.
True. They gotta have a following. If they made it to 3, somebody likes it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
somebody likes it.
I mean, I'm not even sure if someone likes it, or
they just have the funds.
they just really need exclusives on Microsoft, and they don't have exclusives right now. They,
Shots fired.
They're trying to press an exclusive. Like, guys, you like this? I know you like it. Please buy it.
True. Man, I can't believe you said Beautiful Joe. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, man, that's a classic right there.
That's
man.
a blast from the past.
That game is.
All right. Another good game in the Microsoft conference was Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I know you guys don't really seem to be too interested in the 2D fighting.
I am if it's Naruto or One Piece involved.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I just would like.
You just want to see
I just want to see an
Dragon
open
Ball Z?
world Dragon Ball Z where you can I just feel like that would make Dragon Ball Z so much better.
Can you even do that though? Like with the concept of Dragon Ball Z.
I don't see why not.
It's all about fighting though, right? Every episode of Dragon Ball Z, from what I've seen, and I'm not a big fan of the series, but from what I've seen, is every episode is one guy versus the other guy.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like you can throw in. They do have like animals and stuff. They have dinosaurs.
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
You can, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be kind of cool if there was an open world concept and you could walk around and like train with certain people and like fight in the open world type thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like
think
a
it would
dojo,
be,
and then you
yeah,
go. Yeah,
I think it would
like
just
that.
be. I don't know. I've been waiting for that for forever because I used to play like consistently all the Dragon Ball Z games, and then I stopped. So, but I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they did that. But you said the last one was open world.
Not open world. It was. There was one on 360 where you could kind of like fly around, and it's like, oh, there's a battle there, and then you land, and then you fight. And then the last two, I think, the Xenoverse series, you kind of have like a central hub where you can go and you can talk to people and you can train with people and like train under like Vegeta or Piccolo or whoever. But as far as open world, as like you're saying
it's only just the fighting part. But even that's not like, oh, let me fly, way over here so they can come and chase me. No, it's just like
it's a really large map in the battles.
Well, I mean, like think about it, like
and you can also
finding
like
the Dragon Balls and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like it'd be.
Yeah.
You seem like you're just not with it.
No.
Your face literally is just like, nah, right.
As far as like finding Dragon Balls, the one that a few years ago on the 360, that one had you finding Dragon Balls and everything, and then you could like make wishes. But
nice.
That was I know back on Budokai, you was able to.
I like Budokai. I like the Budokai series.
You was able to get all the balls and then make a wish or something like that at the end after you got them. But I'm not sure.
So with these games, is it usually you're playing as one set character from the start? Let's say you're doing story mode. Do you upgrade the character and level up as you go along, fight other people, or how's it?
As far as fighting games go, I think you normally play as different characters as you go through the story.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now you're playing as this character and you just go on from there.
Yeah,
like a tournament style thing.
Yeah, remembering like Budokai, it followed like the Dragon Ball Z story. So like you would Goku first and you fought Raditz and then Piccolo. Trunks, and then you Gohan fighting Cell, all that stuff. So yeah, you're switching between. So yeah, I liked them. They were fun, but that was like I was obsessed with Dragon Ball Z back then. Yeah, that was years ago. I was playing that on the GameCube, which I personally think is the best system to ever be made, but it's just my opinion.
Dope.
GameCube was the best.
Definitely y'all's opinion.
I never had a GameCube, so I can't speak.
Never?
That's sad. That's sad.
I grew up with sports like player, so and GameCube was never the console.
I had a GameCube and a PS2, so I played all my sports on the PS2, and then the GameCube was
the best of both worlds, essentially.
Yes.
I had a PS2, so I definitely was.
Yeah, PS2 was great too. That's up there. That's a close second. Second.
All right, so now let's dive into Anthem. That was the cool BioWare game.
That was dope.
Yeah,
like I never even heard of Anthem before. That was dope. I like the free roaming aspect to it. I think there was like a team aspect to it where you could like have other people join your squad. Multiplayer. Yeah, that seemed really cool.
So you said that you never heard of it. I think that's really interesting. I haven't heard of it either before. But BioWare, they're the same people that make like Dragon Age and Mass Effect.
Inquisition.
Yeah, Inquisition. Yeah, and like the Mass Effect series.
I like Mass Effect.
That's a big name.
Yeah,
they have a big name behind them.
Yeah, so I think they just came out with the new Mass Effect earlier this year.
Yeah.
So it seems like while they're making Mass Effect, they're just kind of like doing this game like undercover, and then boom, like just throw it out like, oh, y'all didn't even know. Yeah, the last Mass Effect was really bad, but y'all ain't know about this. So
had to throw the little jab at Mass Effect.
So but yeah, this game looks amazing. I'm normally not for multiplayer games like this, like multiplayer shooters and everything. But you're saying Avatar vibes?
Yeah, it gave me an Avatar type vibe. The whole world just seemed Avatar-like, and they were in the little suits
movie,
like Avatar.
Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's like that in a sense too.
It does.
Okay.
Does.
The
Yeah.
Titans and whatnot.
I was just waiting for the little blue people to come out sexual.
They did have some monsters in it.
You don't shoot the blue avatars. Come on.
But yeah, it also kind of looked like not Destiny or Destiny
Some people
or
are
Division.
saying
Destiny or the Division
Destiny
vibes.
and Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know what that is. But
Horizon.
I know Destiny.
Really?
But
Oh, you know Destiny too? I'm just kidding. I've never heard of these games, so the comparisons are a little off for me. But the monsters look really cool. I think in a lot of these games that we're reviewing, like the bad guys and the monsters, they're taking them to a whole new level. Like some of them look kind of like half animal, half mechanic, or what's the word I'm looking for? Mechanoid or
CG? I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't even know.
It's like imagine a rhinoceros.
I mean, I feel like you
with
can
a tank.
You can say mechanical. Everyone understands. I got the vision. I know about the word.
Mechanized. That's what
Mechanized?
I meant to say.
Okay.
They look mechanized, and like you even notice that with the main characters, like all the armor and the guns that they're wearing, like really cool. Really cool.
But you were saying that you don't like multiplayer games like that.
Yeah, I'm usually not a fan of like that type
What
of gameplay.
about Army of
and
Two?
everything. Army of Two. See, Army of Two is different because that's where you're really working. That's a co-op
But the
game.
dude was working with the other.
But Army of Two is like, okay, cover me. I'm moving forward and everything. This is kind of just like, you can cover me, but you don't really need to cover me.
They don't have those tactical options though. You could be like, cover me.
That's
or
the thing. These games, Destiny, The Division, I don't feel like they have like those tactical options, like what you're saying. It's you're working together, but you don't really have to work together.
Okay.
You can easily like solo it,
Just
and
run away.
if I can, I normally would prefer to solo it, unless it's with someone that I know and not just playing with online.
What I really liked about the commercial though, when we were viewing it is like the whole free roaming aspect to it. Like nothing seems off limits with the jetpack and the fact that you can go underwater.
Yeah.
Everything is like game.
Right. They did.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about how that's gonna work. I don't think it's like open world per se. Like maybe I forget the actual term, like open map or something. Open stage maybe.
Like
where you're not gonna be able to go. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to go everywhere, but you'll go fly to this area, kind of like how Destiny is. You'll fly to this area, and then you can go anywhere in that area. Then you'll fly up to like a base or something, and then you'll fly to this other area. But like everything's not connected.
Right.
I don't think.
Right.
Definitely with how the game looked visually, I don't think that's possible for this.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that game.
That would be a lot. That would be.
Need some superpowered computer going on.
But yeah, just seeing BioWare do this type of game is really interesting because they normally do single player games that are really story based and really like heavy on the story.
Okay.
So I think
What's the story behind Anthem? Like,
I don't really know. I don't
What's
really
the
know
deal?
what's going on with it.
Okay.
All we saw was gameplay. They didn't really.
You know what the
dive
name
into the
is?
story.
Or the name? No. Either way, it looks cool. I mean, definitely a title to look forward to, I feel. I mean, what is it? 2018, so a little time to wait, but it'll be worth it.
Not that long away.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner.
Right around the
actually.
corner. You're right.
I didn't know Anthem was EA.
Well, EA produces it. EA funds it. It's made by BioWare. Yeah.
This is
You don't like EA?
not in those type of games. Sports games,
Sport games, yeah.
You know, but they just don't make the best.
Yeah.
Every other game they just.
Does EA
agree
do
with you there.
2K or no?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
I actually don't know.
No,
Is that
2K does 2K.
2K does 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2K does 2K. My bad.
EA just does Madden, want to say FIFA.
The NBA Live.
Hold on.
FIFA,
I know they do NBA Live, but I'm pretty sure.
They don't make NBA Live anymore.
No,
They're bringing it back.
They're bringing it back.
They stay.
We'll get to that later.
Why?
Maybe I should have showed you that trailer.
It's EA. They got the money.
I guess. I guess.
Don't want to admit
Oh, you're right.
defeat.
2K. I don't know why I thought EA did 2K. I thought they dropped
forgot
Live
to
and just
mention
picked and did 2K.
This is off topic, but I have a bookmark conversation note for the Xbox One X whenever you're ready.
Oh no, just say it right now. But
I forgot to mention this, but the fact that Xbox One X will now allow backwards compatibility is amazing.
That is,
we need that.
That's what's destroying like PlayStation right now. I have to
Exactly.
say, like that's their number one thing.
Yeah.
Is what they're going all the way back to the original Xbox now.
Yeah.
That.
And they were highlighting
That's
the
impressive.
old Duke controller that they're bringing back for Xbox.
They're gonna bring back the Duke. For
I think
Xbox
they put
One.
a little screen in the middle of it now. Which
Why
is cool.
would anybody want that controller?
If you're like a big, Xbox fanboy or whatever, you might want to get that for as a
That controller is so ugly.
It's big and bulky, but some people grew up on that, I guess. But the fact that they're doing that with the Xbox now,
I remember they used to have air vents on the side. You remember that?
dang, that's serious.
Like those Mad Cats controllers.
Yeah, they used to for like you be playing so long, your hands would start to sweat. They used to have vents on the side that would blow air in your hands. I remember that.
But yeah, like the fact that they're bringing back all these old games for a newer system, man, there's gonna be so many options. Cause that's Xbox 360, Xbox One.
I don't. Why did they just not do backwards compatibility from the jump?
You know how you were saying like how all this coding and everything.
That's
why.
I get it. Yeah, I got you now. For real.
And that's why PlayStation's over here like, we don't know how to do that. We don't even know how to make you guys change your names on PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
They're like, this is impossible for us. It'll break the whole system. It'll take us back to the Stone Age. We can't.
And that's crazy how you still can't change your name.
Yeah.
Without making a whole new account.
That's wild. That's ridiculous.